Going live here. I am live. This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update for you on this very cold December 10th here in Canada. WWE has suspended two wrestlers for wellness policy violations, Bobby Roode and Eddy Cologne, who is also known as Primo Cologne. Bobby Roode, I met at an independent show in Canada once, and also when we both were being used as WWE extras back in 2004 for a swing they did through Alberta and Kelowna. Didn't have much interaction with him. Eddy Cologne, I was friends with. Savio Vega actually told me that both Eddy and his partner, whose real name is Orlando Cologne, were pretty much done with WWE because Eddy and Orlando are actually booking World Wrestling Council right now, which is Carlos Colon's company in Puerto Rico. It's drawing terribly. I saw some pictures from their show on the weekend, which both Eddy and Orlando were on. I've wrestled both of those guys, know them very well, but they aren't being used really by WWE anyways. They weren't on the last WWE event in Puerto Rico either. So there's no news on the actual substance that they failed for. We know that if you're under doctor supervision and getting testosterone therapy, they allow that, but there's a whole bunch of substances you could fail for. Eddy Cologne certainly doesn't look like he's the typical guy that's on a lot of steroids for sure. He's definitely not one of the guys with the best bodies in the company. Not to say he has a bad physique. I know he's a huge ladies' man. So the Raw rating was 0.68 for yesterday. So the big Rusev divorce angle only got them a 0.68 rating and 2,150,000 average viewers. Apparently, according to the Wrestling Observer, Luke Harper won't be officially a free agent until his no-compete clause expires on March 8th. Fox News, Britt McKinney or something, the old co-host of with Tyrus of the Fox show that Tyrus was doing with this Britt, whatever, I can't even read my own handwriting here. But she's filed a lawsuit against both Fox and Tyrus related to sexual harassment. I actually, when I was in Deep South Wrestling, I was roommates with Tyrus. He was nice enough to let me stay with him. And believe it or not, he was a big time ladies' man in those days. Always had various girls coming through there. Matt Hardy tweeted that he returned to WWE last night on Raw to finish up with the company. So we know that Jeff Hardy has had numerous brushes with the law this year. So who knows if the Hardys are going to be back again with WWE. That tweet makes it seem like Matt Hardy's done. Related to my Hillbilly Jim career interview with that I posted a clip of today, that's going to be at patreon.com/thehannibaltv later tonight. Finished it yesterday. It's still processing. I'll answer a few of your questions here. Sorority Sleepway Mortuary says, how rude to suspend Bobby Roode. Very funny. Rafa Castorona says he thinks both Colognes are wrestling against each other in WWC. It's possible. As I said, I saw pictures from the WWC big show last weekend in Puerto Rico where they had Eddy and Primo Cologne as well as Carlito and Ricky Banderas all on the show. And from the pictures I saw, it didn't look like they had that much more than 100 fans there, which is pretty bad. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like it was a terrible crowd. I know IWA is drawing better than WWC. Savio Vega is running IWA. Savio also told us that Carlito had been offered a WWE contract and didn't accept. You could watch that interview with Savio Vega right here for free on the Hannibal TV. This is not an Iceman Chuck Liddell hat, actually, for the guy commenting that. It's an Iceman Jean-Yves Theriault, the 23-time world kickboxing champion who I've trained with. He actually gave me this toque, which you need today. It's freezing out there. I just finished walking my dog. I'm going out to the gym in a second. Tyrus caught some feelings. Tyrus got some feelings for the wrong girl. Someone writes, I believe Tyrus is actually married to someone in Haku's family, because you can look it up. Tyrus is the one that gave the speech to bring out Haku and Barbarian for their Cauliflower Alley Award that they received this year. It's posted on the Hannibal TV. You can look it up, but I believe Tyrus is actually married to someone in Haku's family. So I can't imagine. I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know any details of that. This could be a woman that's just also after Fox's money. So I don't know anything about that. But as for Haku and the Barbarian, February 29th, Smith Falls, Ontario, they're back in Great North wrestling the Blood Hunter and Too Cold Scorpio. Tickets are on sale now. More information at thehannibaltv.com. And I am going to live stream that show, not on this channel, but on my personal channel. It's just under the name Devon Nicholson, because it's going to be the first live event we've ever live streamed. And I don't want to put it on my main channel here. Homeless Garvin McInnes says, is she a porn star? The person suing Tyrus. No, it was another Fox News anchor. Grateful Dead 69 says, Great North Wrestling is the best. Thank you. Well, I'm off to the gym. Thanks for all your great comments, and I'll check in with you guys later. By the way, the last thing I forgot to mention is CM Punk is back on WWE Backstage tonight. So we'll see how that affects ratings. I don't think it's going to affect ratings much. And why not? I'll answer one more question from Mark Radish. Thoughts on the recent WWE releases? They weren't really doing anything with any of those guys. So why not release them? Why continue paying them? Luke Harper has the best upside out of any of those three guys by far. He would be valuable on the independents. I mean, I'd be willing to use him in Great North Wrestling. But I don't think the other guys have much value unless they can reestablish their names. The guy, Mike Mikovic, asking, why aren't I in AEW? That's an answer for Tony Khan, Cody Rhodes, and I think Christopher Daniels is their head of talent relations. Post the Billy Jack Haynes interview, Uncle Scumbag says it's on patreon.com/thehannibaltv. I post all my full shoot interviews on there first, because the people that pay $1.99 only a month actually help me produce. Right now, I mean, it only adds up to like an extra $160 a month or so that I get from those Patreons. But if I had more, I'd be able to fund more stuff. So it's going to stay on only Patreon for a while. But all those interviews are always ad-free on Patreon. So thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great night. I'm heading to the gym. Have a good one.